Welcome to the Mid Podcast. It's been a while. In fact, it's been quite a while since we've done any streaming. I am solo today. Um, I'm going to review an all women's wrestling show, as I promised my friend Josiah I would do, and give him a review on it. So, here we go. All right, let's talk about Stardom's All Star Grand Queendom 2026. The one night where everyone in World Wonder Ring Stardom decided Suburtly was canceled. Chaos was mandatory. I love chaos. So, the show kicks off with the kind of pantry that says, we have a budget and we're going to emotionally spend it. Every faction enters like they're auditioning for Fast and Furious Joshi Drift. Glitter? Why, yes. Fireworks? Probably illegal indoors. But so what? We move. It looks like everyone is trying too hard, but in a very good way. The undercard had the classic Stardom energy, people flipping like gravity is optional, kicks that sound like someone slammed a car door, and tag teams arguing mid match like it's Thanksgiving dinner. At one point, you're thinking, okay, this is already intense. And then someone decides to do a move that looks like it requires a waiver and a priest. Our mid card drama, we have friendship is temporary, violence is forever, might be my new motto. And this is where we see Stardom shine. The tag partners suddenly remembering they don't like each other, respectful rivalries turning into I will destroy your lineage real quick, and at least one betrayal that had the crowd reacting like a soap opera twist. If you blinked, you probably missed a near fall or a friendship ending. That's okay. They have replay. So now we're entering the Are You Okay territory and showing off some main event energy. When the top stars hit the ring, think of names like, and I know I'm going to butcher them, so please do not come at me for this, Utami and Siri. The tone shifts from fun chaos to, oh no, they're trying to win. Some highlights from the match. Strikes were so stiff you could feel them through the screen. Submission attempts that looked like advanced yoga revenge, and the crowd collectively forgetting how to breathe during the near falls. At some point, it stopped being wrestling and became a test of human durability. Match of the Night Syndrome. Do you have some? I had some for Stardom. Every match was trying to outdo the last one, which resulted in escalating levels of how in the hell did they kick out of that? Finisher spams that felt like a fighting game with broken controls, and commentary probably running out of synonyms for the word unbelievable. The overall theme, Joshi wrestling is built different, much better than American wrestling. And as someone who hates women's wrestling, I thoroughly enjoyed Stardom's Queendom. But by the end of the night, your favorite female wrestler was probably bruised. Your second female wrestler was also bruised. You are probably emotionally bruised from watching. And you're already thinking, when's the next one? So, my final verdict, All Star Grand Queendom 2026 was 10% storytelling, 20% athleticism, and 70% why the fuck would you do that to your body? In other words, this looks like peak Stardom. Now, I am going to give you a recap of my favorite top 10 chaotic moments from this most unhinged, jaw dropping, someone needs to check on them moments from Stardom, All Star Grand Kingdom, Queendom 2026. Okay, I don't watch Stardom on a regular basis, so there's no bias. I'm only going on how I felt and how it connected. So here we go. Number 10, we're starting hot. The opening drive. Before the crowd even finished with their woo, someone launched off something unnecessarily and into a pile of humanity. At this point, I'm thinking, at this pace, nobody's surviving that. My ninth moment, a tag match meltdown. Friendships were removed. You would think this would be a perfectly normal tag match, and then it suddenly turned into miscommunication, accidental strikes, or very intentional strikes. And the moment the tag partner hesitated on the apron, yeah, you knew the betrayal was coming. 8. The kick heard across Tokyo. Suri entered, who once again proved her legs are legally classified as weapons. One kick landed so clean that the crowd gasped, time paused, and even your ancestors felt that kick. 7. I'll simply not stay down near fall sequence. This is a stretch where nobody respects physics or mortality. We had a finisher, 2.9, another finisher, 2.99, something that looked illegal. Still, just a 2 count. At this point, pinfalls become philosophical suggestions. Number 6, faction warfare. The parking lot edition. Because at Stardom, the ringside area briefly turned into what if we had a match? Oh, I don't know. Say everywhere? Chairs, barriers, dignity. It was all sacrificed that night. Number 5. Why would you take that bump spot? Someone took a landing that made everyone watching instinctively go, nope, I would simply retire after that. No hesitation, no regret, just vibes and questionable life choices. Number 4, submission hold from the depths of hell. So a hold got locked in so deep that it looked like a yoga pose invented by demons from hell, my chiropractor's retirement plan, and the escape, nothing but pure willpower and maybe divine intervention from above. Number 3, Utami's I'm the main character power move. Utami decided the laws of strength did not apply and hit a power bomb that felt like the climax of an anime arc, the end of someone's taxes, credit score, and lineage, and the crowd reaction was an insane eruption. Number 2, the strike exchange that became personal. We had two of the top stars stood there and just hit each other. No dodging, no blocking, just forearms, kicks, pure disrespect, where it stopped being a match and actually became a duel. I kind of felt like I was reading about Hamilton and Aaron Burr. And my number one top chaotic moment, the final stretch, which we will call We Have Left Reality. Within the closing minutes of the main event, we saw absolute madness. We had counters into counters into counters, finishers that didn't finish, and one last sequence that had the crowd on their feet before the 3 count hit. You did not just watch this, you survived the main event. Now, there are a few honorable mentions because Stardom never chills. Someone kicking out when they absolutely should not have. A referee counting like their life depending on it. And the one fan in the front row who hasn't blinked since match 3. So, my final take on Stardom. The show didn't just deliver match of the night, it delivered 10 matches of the night simultaneously. So, if you have not checked out Stardom, please go check it out. I think I actually may start watching this on a regular basis. It is still much better than the bullshit American women's wrestling that I am subjected to week in and week out from AEW and WWE. But I will say, Japanese women's wrestling is a 10. So, that is my quick review of Stardom's Queendom 2026. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and follow the Mid Podcast. Also, if you like me, just me, not my former partner, you can also check me out on a podcast called Lipsticks and Lariats, which airs on the weekly Steel Channel Chair on YouTube on Sundays at 3 p.m., where my good friend from Jersey, my favorite Jersey girl, Nikki, and tag team partner, and I discuss all things wrestling from a female point of view. So until then, we will see y'all later and get your ass over to watch some Stardom. Bye.